Hi Capricorn, welcome to your month ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. You know I truly love and appreciate you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, Cappies. Alright, so your actions and your interactions with the world at large. What are you doing and where are you doing it? You got the Judgment card, right? So you are really seeking change. You're seeking transformation. And the beauty of the Judgment card is it tends to bring things up so that we can finally lay them to rest and let them go. So when you get the Judgment card, this is exactly what you're doing, and your actions and interactions with the world at large is what you are doing. It looks like some of you are taking a trip down memory lane, right? So usually the Judgment card is about the blast from the past. It looks like you're aiming to be the blast from the past this month. This is where you're seeking to tread old ground in some way, shape or form. Not to cause any issues, not because you feel like it's I'm going to go in and fuck some shit up. It's more a case of you're curious about something. The feeling that I get from this is there's like a curiosity of, I wonder how that would have turned out if I'd have given it more time. And I sometimes feel like the reason we tread old ground or we get in touch with people from our past is to see how they've progressed and to see how we've progressed. And sometimes just seeing that, it satiates that curiosity. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes if you get in touch with an old partner, when you get in touch with them, you see them how they are and you think, okay, so this is what you've done, this is how far you've come. Actually, yeah, it's right that we kept our distance. Actually, it's right that we didn't make it to this, to the here and now, because we probably wouldn't have achieved what we've achieved separately if we had been together, or what we've been able to achieve with other partners if we've been together. The same goes for work, right? For some of you, you are returning to an old job. Some of you are returning to work. For some of you, you're returning to an old professional arena, right? So that's not necessarily a bad thing. The Judgment card always precedes massive change though, but the reason it precedes massive change is because it asks you to have a look at what has happened up until now so that you can transcend all that has happened and ultimately take the knowledge from that experience. So your money and materials this month, you've got the Ace of Wands, right? Lovely. This suggests that you are getting very proactive about your money and materials this month. You are wanting to start making more of that shmoney, which is brilliant, right? Because you've got the Ace of Wands, creative endeavors, passion, drive, the energy and focus to create something. What you're looking to create is more money, more abundance, right? The fact that you've got it next to the Judgment card, this means that something that you used to do that was making you money, so for some of you, you're returning to work. For some of you, you're returning to an old job. For some of you, you're returning to a form of work that made you more money than you're currently getting at the moment. But this Ace of Wands says that you're getting really creative this month on making more money, and ultimately it's a new beginning, right? So if you've been riding that struggle bus for a little while, this is the month where you start to see not only rewards, but you'll start to see an increase in finances and a lessening of that whole, I keep having to throw money at something and it's like a black pit just swallowing up my resources. That whole experience is coming to an end this month, and in fact you're going to see that whole experience reversed, which is really, really exciting. So let's have a look, see at your communications with the world at large. You got the Three of Wands, beautiful. You got to think big, right? This is, even though the Ace is only the beginning, it holds within it, because it's like a seed, right? It holds within it all of the potential for what it can become. The highest expression of the wands is to actually be out there in the world doing something that truly matters to you, something that you're truly passionate about, and ultimately something that really gets you seen. The Three of Wands is basically saying your communication sector this month is going to be popping, right? You are left, right and center networking with people. You're spotting amazing opportunities for you to get ahead, right? What's really nice about this as well, you've got the Ace of Wands there, that's 1. You've got the Three of Wands here, that's 4. The Four of Wands is about celebration. It's about good news. It's about spot and potluck and abundance. You see this, the Three of Wands is about your ship coming in, right? But because this is in your communications, this is you putting the feelers out. So if you're starting to look for new work, if you're starting to look for ways that you can make more money, that idea, that spontaneous idea that starts to make you money or that starts to be very lucrative for you going forward, this will be the month that you have it. You're aligning with something really, really nice here. And I've got to be honest with you, my dear Cappies, whatever has felt like needing to pay your dues up until now, not only have you paid them, but you're about to reap the rewards for doing so. This is really, really exciting. And this whole Four of Wands aspect that's coming through here, I really like that. And the reason I like it is because it suggests there is really good news coming to you about a creative or professional endeavor. Right, but communication looks brilliant this month, and I don't feel necessarily like it's networking. I feel like it's more you actively hunting the kind of opportunities that you want. You're being very, very proactive. If that is talking to an old boss, talking to an old partner, anybody that's got that sort of foot in the door where you want to be, this is you aligning with them. Really, really nice, really nice. So your heart and half sector, look at that, your relationship. I mean, so far I would say actually your month is even better than even Scorpio's, and Scorpio had a great month. This is beautiful, right? For those of you that are single, there's someone coming in for you this month. There is someone coming in for you in a big way. You're going to meet this person on your travels. This is not somebody that you will meet on home soil, right? The reason, and when I say home soil, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have to be abroad. It just means that you will meet them in the course of your travels, in the course of your commute. The person that's coming in for you, for those of you that are single Cappies, there is someone beautiful coming in for you. And I don't just mean physically, I mean all of it. This person is the whole package. There's something warm and bright and abundant about them, and I see and feel so much laughter, like to the point where like your cheeks hurt or your stomach hurts. There's so many giggles and laughs and abundance coming through, because the thing about the Ten of Cups, it's not just the happy relationship, it's the happy home, it's the happy abundant life. It's that moment where you kind of look around and say, wow, I'm so fucking blessed, and you just really feel that. So for those of you that are single, you're meeting somebody in the course of your travels, and this person is going to completely rock your world. For those of you that are partnered, this is it. For all of those moments that you've had to slog through the difficulty, for all of those moments, I'm actually getting emotional for you. Ooh, sorry, that one really hit me. Just because I have 2 Capricorn sisters and, goddess rest him, a Capricorn grandfather, and I know you guys have been, sorry, I know you guys have really been through the wars over the last few years. So to see this actually makes me really happy for you, because I'll get to deliver you some amazing news. If you're single, this will be the month where you meet oh my gosh. This will be the month where you meet somebody that really, really changes your life for the better and makes you so truly happy. If you are partnered, this is ridiculous. Come on, Raph. Sorry, I'm just awash with all of this emotion. If you are partnered, this is where your life goes from good to great, and you get to see that all of those moments of heartache was so worth it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Needless to say, it's going to be a good month for you Cappies. Right? Oh gosh. For all of those moments that you thought were going to break you, for all of those moments where you were unhappy, where you were lonely, all of those moments where you didn't think it would come to an end, the blessings that come to you are going to be so worth it, I promise. All right? Your first week of the month, you got the Judgment card. Well, holy shit. Look at that. You got a double hit of this energy. Not only is there a blast, not only are you the blast from the past this month, but there is something coming in here. This is about the ultimate the ultimate transformance. This is something here is really shifting and changing for you in a big way. I feel like you're about to rewrite your history in some way, shape or form as well. Whether that comes in the form of an apology that you've always wanted to hear, whether it is a realignment between you and somebody that you've fallen out with. It's a really potent week. This first week of the month sees you really just addressing everything and really, meeting everything head on. Very, very powerful stuff. Second week of the month, you've got the Justice card right underneath the Ace of Wands. You're signing a contract, and this is the sort of contract that's going to make you more money. For some of you, it could be getting the job offer. For some of you, it could be an offer of work. For others of you, it could be you just making the choice that now you're ready to move on from the job or the company that you're currently aligned with. Really, really nice. So your third week of the month, you've got the Star card. Beautiful. This represents the sign of Aquarius, right? And so therefore it talks about your tribe. If you have experienced anything in your family that has been difficult, this will be... You're going to set me off again. Oh. If you've been experiencing things that were difficult in your family, this will be the month where you start to get... This will be the month where things just balance out, and it all, where you can just look at it all and say, you know what, it might not have started out the way that I wanted, but I'm going to be damn sure that it finishes in the best way for all of us involved. The Three of Wands asks you to look out there. The Star card, because it represents Aquarius, is the wider world stage, right? So there's some form of communication that's happening here this month that really makes your heart sing and actually brings you so much peace that it just puts you literally on cloud nine. And there's also, there's a message here about something that's coming in where somebody wants to help you or somebody wants to assist you, so you're actively seeking, right? And there's no more playing small. There's no more waiting for the sky to fall in. This is where it all opens up, right? This is where the good times find you. I'm really, really happy for that. Fourth week of the month, you've got the Hermit card, right? So you're effectively having so much of a good time with either your new boo or your current boo, or beau as they call them, right? This is for those of you that are single. This is about you wanting to spend so much time with this new person that's coming in. For those of you that are partnered, this is seeing you spending a hell of a lot of time with your family, with your loved ones, with your partner, and just having that experience of, my soul feels happy. And isn't it about fucking time? Gosh. Right, let's have a look. What is your key to the month? What do you really need to know this month? What is it that's really standing out for you guys? And this month you get the Ace of Swords. That it's all your choice. That this whole month, this is the second ace that you've had out. There are new beginnings here. There is a new horizon is dawning for you, right? There is a new life dawning for you now, my dear Capricorn, and all you've got to do is show up and claim it. Ultimately, you've put in the work. We know you have. So now all you need to do is be there. Just be ready to accept your blessings. All right. I wish you so much love and so much abundance. Take care. Let me know in the comments if it's not too personal and if you're not going to cry at me. I'm really sorry about that. Take care. I'll see you very soon.